When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. What happens when life gives you a burning bag of dog shit? This song right here, like, oh! Start your morning off right here. If anybody wants to check out the best song on the planet, the song is by my buddy Josh Roth. Link in the description below. Show him some love. I know he'd really appreciate it. Say goodbye to the vlog. Bye, guys. Hunter's leaving forever. I'm never gonna see him again ever in my life, and it's really sad, and I'm gonna cry. What is going on, guys? My name's Will Higley, and if you're new to the channel, I'm a filmmaker, photographer, entrepreneur from St. Louis, Missouri. With every video I make, I aim to inspire, motivate, and push you to reach your fullest potential. Hopefully you feel a little bit inspired and stick around for a while. Make sure to click that like and subscribe button for more awesome videos just like this. Now, as a lot of you guys know, if you watch my past two videos, one about motivation and one about inspiration, this video is going to be about staying positive and keeping a positive mindset even when life gives you shit. When life makes your life a living hell, staying in a positive mindset. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. What happens when life gives you a burning bag of dog shit? So, as I mentioned earlier, today's video is going to be all about a positive mindset and maintaining a positive mindset even when life is throwing a lot of at you or when you don't feel like it. Because that going with motivation and inspiration is very important to push yourself to reach your fullest potential. So the first thing I kind of want to talk about is the quote, "You are the direct representation of your surroundings," or "You are the direct representation of your 5 closest friends." Now, I think this is very true. You know, I grew up in St. Louis, in the suburbs right outside of St. Louis, and I surrounded myself in high school with some very negative people. Now, it turns out I became a very negative person. I wasn't looking at the world in the right way. I wasn't motivated to go and do anything, you know? And then I started surrounding myself with people that are entrepreneurs, started surrounding myself with people that are going someplace in life, started surrounding myself with people that are motivated and inspired, and in turn I became motivated and inspired as well. So I really like that one of, you need to surround yourself with those positive influences if you want to stay positive. Because if you're surrounding yourself with people that are negative, they're complaining all the time, or they just in general aren't happy, then that's going to rub off on you, and you're not going to be near as happy at the end of the day as well. So that all goes really nicely with Simon Sinek's quote, "Stack the deck." And that's how I like to put it. Stack the deck means you are the direct surrounding of those people you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with a bunch of millionaires, you're going to be a millionaire. If you surround yourself with a bunch of positive people, you're going to be a positive person. Make sense? So, when you have a negative influence, let's say in high school, or you have a negative influence in life or in the workplace, just stop working there. Or when you graduate high school, you're not going to be around those negative influences anymore. That's really easy. Now, those things are really easy to do because those negative people aren't necessarily going to come with you all through life. Now, let's say your negative influence might be your parents or your family or some people that you really enjoy and that you need to have in your life. And that's where things kind of get a little tricky, because one thing that I would say is just, nope, cut them out. That's what I did, and it worked for me. But that doesn't work for everybody, and in no way am I saying that's what you should do. So that's where you kind of have to work around things. You really have to start thinking positively for yourself. So some different little tips and tricks on how to stay positive in a negative environment, which is where I was in high school, and that's the sort of thing that I was doing, is to find the positivity in everything. What I mean by that is, let's say even just a little thing. You wake up one morning and you stub your toe all the way into your foot, and it's terrible. It hurts so bad. Well, now you know, find the positive. You're never gonna stub your toe there ever again because you did it once, you know? Or let's say you have to work late at work, right? You worked late at work, you didn't want to work late at work, and you had to stay late. Your boss asked you to stay late. Well, now you've made more money. That's a positive. That's a positive way of looking at those types of things. So finding the positive in a negative situation is very, very important. Another thing I would say to that is little things just to keep yourself positive. Those little things might be waking up in the morning and smiling. When you smile, it actually engages over 40 muscles in your face and it releases dopamine in your brain, therefore making you happier and more positive. It's a big old science experiment that a bunch of scientists did a long time ago, and they figured it out, and it works. If you're ever really upset, if you're ever sad, if you're ever negative, if you're ever in a place where you don't want to be, just smile. Force yourself to, just like the most ridiculous cheese you've ever done in your entire life, and I guarantee you'll feel something. It'll make you a little bit happier. Or even the simple things of, as soon as you get up in the morning, turn around and go and make your bed. Because when you make your bed, you feel better about your day because your bed is already made for when you need to go to sleep at night. So those are two little things that I do myself that definitely help me. Another big one that also helps me is simply not giving a Now, I say this and I mean it in a very positive way. Now, if somebody's trying to have a conversation with you, you need to give a You need to care a little bit about what they have to say. Somebody's having a conversation with you, you need to be invested in that conversation. That's just polite. That's nice, right? But let's say somebody's trying to insult you, right? That happened to me a lot in high school. You know, I used to care about what people thought of me. I used to care about what people said to me. I used to care how I portrayed myself to other people. Now, I really don't. And so many people came up to me and insulted me, or said something mean to me or negative to me, and it could be something just so simple as, I don't like your outfit, or it could be something so deeply terrible, like insulting my entire family. But all of those things, to me, it's looking at that in a positive light, you know? I really don't care what those people had to say to me. I used to, and I used to get really upset about it. It used to make me really upset. Now, I really don't care what those people have to say to me. I just think in my mind, well, it's my life, not your life. And I'm going to keep living my life. And those things really helped me. Because as soon as I stopped caring about what other people said and what other people did, I focused on myself. And when you're able to focus on yourself, you automatically become more positive because you're getting the things done that you need to get done. So simply not caring, and all of that in a good way, not caring in a good way, is something that I also think is very important. Now, all of these things are things that I use personally. These are ways that I like to stay positive. Just not caring, doing little things like smiling, waking up in the morning and making my bed, surrounding myself with very positive people that I think are a good impact on my life. You know, those are things that I do personally. Now, I know there are tons of other different things out there that you can do, and I encourage you to comment those down below because I'm interested to see some different techniques that you have, some different techniques that, you know, you may have found that I haven't used in my life, or different things like that. So I want to hear from you guys, and I want to hear all of those different things and different ways that you stay positive. Now, I'm going to leave you guys with this because this is one last piece, a last quote that I really like. And I was actually reading an article about limiting negative media in your life. And the quote at the top of the page was, "The news is where they begin with good evening and then proceed to tell you why it's not." And this quote really resonated with me. One, I think it's hilarious, and I think it's horribly accurate. But two, it really resonated with me because I don't necessarily watch the news. I don't put that negativity in front of me, let's say, you know. The news nowadays is a lot of bad things. And yes, those bad things are information, you know, that people need to know and that I should know too. But it's very negative a lot of times. And, you know, taking those negative media sources out of your life or taking a break from that can really help you focus on yourself. So, those are the things that we covered in this video. Stack the deck, surround yourself with those positive people, do the little things like smiling, making your bed every morning, looking at every situation positively, finding the positives and the negative, maintaining that positive mindset, and just simply not caring about negativity. And so you aren't letting it into your life. It's like putting a wall in front of you. You don't let negativity into your life. Sorry if this video is all over the place. I'm going to leave you guys here with a keep living like a drunk little kid, and I will see you guys tomorrow.